So I felt like this episode, a lot of questions did spur up. So we got to meet a lot of Shikugami, including the one of the top three spirits, regarded, or he was given the title Great Armor Spirit, and we got some background information on him. He was here since the Edo period, I guess, a long time ago, but fast forwarding to the main event, which was we saw these two Tsuki spirits kind of question Hayama, our main male character, onto his reason why he why he joined the the BATON's household. And he says, it's the train, and he says, something very interesting that spurred a lot of questions as to, her power and her being, a vessel. So obviously, there's, a lot of questions of that, because apparently, according to the deal they made, the previous head of the Hayama clan, they agreed that this girl or whatever will be a kind of a neutral thing, like she's not supposed to be on the human side or the spirit side. And further, they mentioned something about power. Are you after her power, and the fact that she's a vessel, and that kind of spurred a lot of questions in my mind, like, what exactly is she a vessel for? Like, yeah, what exactly is she? Like, is she a vessel for someone of the spirit realm who will inherit her kind of body, and then she'll, the spirit will possess both tongues, her body, possess her body, to say. And I just find this whole situation a lot more interesting, with the whole Shikugami, going after BATON, them mentioning, because she has power in vessels, and it makes me wonder, what kind of power she has, because they did say, are you after her power? And, what kind of power is it? Like, is it the power to if she learned it, will she be able to completely destroy, other spirits, or, completely force them to be sealed? Or, no matter what the other spirits do, if they even have protection, it doesn't matter, will she be able to destroy them or seal them, if she learns this power? Because the way they were talking, I feel like BATON doesn't even know that she has this power, or that she's exactly a vessel. So it will be up to our main character to find out what they mean by power and vessel. And I also want to talk about the spirit for a bit. So our one of the three great spirits, the Great Armor Spirit, he said, it's all for not to be bored. And it just makes me wonder, if he's the third, there must be other two before him that are way stronger than him that we don't even know. And my question is that, since BATON is supposed to be, neutral, that no one is supposed to, one of the unspoken rules that every spirit knows is not to take advantage of BATON, because of her power, I'm guessing. If that, rule is broken, do the spirits that come before the Great Spirit, the Great Armor guy, are they all in different factions? So there might be what I'm saying is that there might be, given the title together, like he's one of the top 3 Shikigami spirits, like I said. So there's other 2, and I feel like the people assume that, they give them the title as, group like him and the 2 other spirits before him that we don't know. But I feel like, each one of them is like, with their own interest. So it was mentioned that the 2 spirits that fought our main character, they were part of some order, like the 12 something, I don't know. But they were given titles, and we saw that. So my question now is that, is each, like, is the top 3 like doing their own thing? So like, one of the greatest spirit, the one before the great armor guy, like, is he completely doing his own thing? Like, because you said that someone must have gave you this order, so it makes me believe that it was probably 1 or 2, and they're just working in their own interest, kind of. So maybe the first guy, the number 1 spirit, wants to do something, like he probably sent these guys to do his bidding. But let's say the second one is like completely different. So like, maybe that they just do, all 3 great spirits have subordinates, and like they kind of work on their own, like, even though they're given the title of the top 3 spirits, like maybe each spirit has their own ideal to pursue. Like maybe the first great spirit, like it says, sent them, and maybe the second is, doing something else, we don't know yet. And then we saw the great armor, he's just kind of seeing how everything is going, because we saw he was, sitting on the couch with this girl, I'm guessing it's also another spirit. And right when, the 12, one of the 2 spirits left, the main male character alone, he says that we're being watched. And we get a glimpse scene of the girl. So she probably has some power of clairvoyance. We saw her perform. We saw her, like, there was some gold light in front of her. So that makes me believe that her power has to do with clairvoyance or something. And I want to say that we don't really know the power of this great armor. That's one thing I do want to mention. So we don't know his power, I guess. But yeah, and then once everything, when everyone goes their separate ways, our main male character is walking home, and he just wonders about what he heard, that she's, she has this power and this vessel. So of course some questions pop up in his mind about that, and his conclusion was that he needs to learn more about BATON or something. But overall, like I said, very exciting episode. There was a lot in this episode that I want to dissect and ask questions about. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.